Welcome back to another figure review. In this review, we're going to look at Hiya Toys Predators. This is the Berserker from the Predator movie. This is part of their Exquisite mini series. This is the front of the package. Very nicely done. Nice Predator outline. Picture of character here. Predators here at the bottom. It says Exquisite mini right here. Berserker, Hiya Toys logo on the bottom right. Some warnings, and these are for ages 15 and above. Top of the package says Predators Berserker. The bottom, same thing. The side of the package just says Predators with some red here. Hiya Toys and some Predator armor or something there. And the other side is the same. The back, some product information here in the middle. Picture of all three of the Predators from the movie, and these are all three available through Hiya Toys. If you can find them. At this time, they're kind of hard to come by. There's a UPC here in the middle, and down at the bottom, we have two pictures of the figure and a little bit of blood wash on the box. It's kind of cool. If you want to read that, you can pause it. So these are Exquisite Minis. This is a new standard setting series for 1/18 scale, featuring super articulation, action figures under Hiya Toys. We'll take a look at that. Put that theory to the test. So there's just a piece of tape on the top, which I went ahead and sliced ahead of time. Simply just pull the figure out of the box. The side of the box, it has this little insert for the backing. Pretty cool. Definitely messing with my camera. Get that out of the way. Side is the figure in the clamshell. Looks like the figure comes with a red skull and spinal cord, two replacement hands, two I or H brackets to connect the stands together in one stand. There's no tape on these, no zip ties, they're just held together by friction. Just separate the two pieces like so. There you have. So we're going to take a look at the accessories first, because the figure is probably going to take a little bit longer. So this is the bloody skull and spinal cord you get from the figure. It's basically done in a blood red and black paint. Very nicely painted. I can keep my camera focused on this thing. There's a tip here at the bottom. Tip here at the bottom. It's kind of curved spinal cord. Okay, he has two. Let's get him out of here. Sometimes it's hard to get out. Two replacement hands. These are two gripping hands. They're painted green to matches. Oh, that's a punching hand there. One gripping hand, one punching hand. Stand corrected. And they'll just pop off. He has these two. We can call them an H or an I connector pieces. That's what we're going to call those. I'm not sure what they're actually referring to them as, and what those are to get to the stand. It's like a muddy stand with a peg, and you flip it over. Here is a place to put these. And what this does is you can, if you have more than one, you can connect the stands together to create like a diorama floor. And what's nice about them, you can put them on this side, you can put them up here on the bottom, or this side, however you want to display your figures. And they don't stay. I guess maybe they stay once you have two connected, but they're not going to stay by themselves with one stand. Kind of like that. You'd have both of them sticking out, and you put the other stand on. Go this way, go up and down. It's up to you. All right. Figure this comes right out. First impressions, it looks pretty amazing looking. Nice paint. Not a whole lot of colors, but most of the armor is that dark brown, really deep copper brown mix of paint. He has his jaw sticking out here. His skin is a green. It's a darker green. Looks like he may be sporting a wound right there. Side of the figure. He has shoulder pad. An arm gauntlet with a blade. Some red tears in his. It says like a pants leg, or what you want to call that. The back of the figure. One thing I did notice about this figure is kind of interesting. Not only are these are cool because these are all individual braids. All these are individual. See that? That's very cool. All the Predator figures have these. Very nice. But on this one, if you look underneath here, there's a red one. Red right here. Pretty cool. I don't know why. Maybe we just didn't finish painting it or something, but I like it. I think it looks cool. If you guys have these, let me know if you guys have a red braid also. I'm interested in see if that was a factory error or if that's actually standard for all of them. This side he has his gauntlet here. Same, but he has a shoulder cannon here on top. But the shoulder cannon does, some of them retract back onto their backs. This one does not. It stays stationary. It does pivot a little bit, but not sure if it's supposed to. The reason I kind of did a review backwards and showed you accessories first because this thing is stiff as a board. So we're going to take a look at what we can do if you guys buy your figure and I can't bend these elbows. I'm not sure what's going on with some of these figures anymore. You have to heat them up. But I did notice, I don't know if you guys can see on camera, there's actually like a clear finish over this figure. You can see here on the joint. There's like a clear coating on these figures. But I can't bend that elbow. Are they clear coating these things like after they're assembled? And that's what keeping them from bending? Every now and then you'll get a joint like this. Hand's kind of free. I can bend this knee just a tad. Not a whole lot. You can start hearing it. But these elbows are shot. And these upper arms, can't move them. And they're supposed to move. So we're going to see what we can do with a hairdryer. So let's take this arm and see what happens. Here we go. So when we start out, we're definitely going to want them. That's definitely looser. We're going to find the joint. Here it is. Yeah, see that heat helps that tremendously. So you want to work that a little bit at a time and be careful that you don't break it. See how here there's a gap? That thing's only held in by a pin. So let's get some more heat on this guy. Yeah, it's about 5 seconds or so. Just work it. Get it loose, free flowing. Just remember when you're doing this, try to hold these things as close as you can to the joints. Don't let that extra leverage get you. Yeah, work that arm. Oh yeah, look how free it is now. They must coat these with some kind of clear coating or something. I'm not sure what's going on. You've seen that arm move. Look at this. I can't move it. I thought to bend a hair, but I don't want to break it. And look how that hand is on a little peg. I can walk right up, bend that, no issue. Before we tack this arm at the hair dryer, so you know, these blades are kind of thin. Very soft plastic and bend. But you notice the blade goes from the gauntlet down through his fingers. So, if I was you, try to keep away from that with the hair dryer. If you do this method, if your figure is, which I'm pretty much going to guarantee you're going to get the same thing in the mouth. You buy this. All my Predator figures are like this. You're going to want to heat this up. Oh yeah. There we go. So spinning this hand, you're going to have to pull. If camera to focus, you're going to have to pull this finger away from that blade. Maybe work that. It's nice and loose. This is how you protect your investment, guys. You want to take the time and heat your figures, because you're just going to break them. I've seen horror stories all through. The videos of people breaking their figures. Hold on one second. Okay, I wanted to see if this actually goes out. There's a joint there. So I had the heat up underneath there. This one you're not going to get it because this whole arm is surrounded by that armor. But the joint's there. If you remove this, I'm sure you can. So while we're at it, the articulation here, the head goes that far, very little up and down. But I'm sure if you want that 360, you could get it if you forced it. But I'm not sure why you'd want to. So both of the arms are on a ball joint here. They will raise up. They will go 360. But this one is hindered by the armor here that he has on his side here. There is no articulation in the hands except for they will go through, they spin 360. If you swap off the hands, I'm not going to swap out the hands in this video. If you do it, be very, very careful. Because there's just a very small ball. How small that is. Heat that gap and go slow when you remove it. So he has chest articulation here that you can spin in, but this is all one piece. See articulation all on the side here. And that's going to hinder your ability to use that, but he will do a crunch. Not bad. So that's the top half of the figure. Kind of free and clear for the most part. I might want to heat that shoulder up and maybe that one a little more before I go putting it back down, and I'll do exercise after the video is over. He does have a sash on his waist. There's definitely articulation there. I'm going to have to go up underneath that to see what happens. Yes, it is some legs. Still going to go about that far apart until they hit the sash here. And I go back and forth. So they're pretty much like on a normal figure joint that you would expect. Do you hear all the creaking down? That's what you want to be careful. You hear that, stop, reheat. So you look at his knees. Oh, that's so scary anyway. They are double jointed knees. He has double jointed knees, so they'll go up pretty good. It's going to take some more heating here, but you guys get the idea. How much work it takes for every one of these premium figures that you buy. These are from like third party Hiya Toy. Hell, I've even seen some of the Star figures. K2SO I had to heat up. I think it was a Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper had to do it too also. But alright. So as for articulation of his feet, the only thing I think is this is a boot. There is no ankle, no foot. There is peg holes. But I think you can spin this boot. We call it a boot, yes. 360. Yeah, that one's kind of tight too. Okay. That was being a little stubborn, but I'm going to work on it later. You can hear that. That needs until you can get that free flowing. You can get it. Sometimes it can be scary. Because you pay, $20, $25 for these figures and you don't want to break them and be out of your money. So, yeah. So take your time and then you can have your figures in good working order. So let's take a look at comparison wise for size. Here is a G.I. Joe for 1/18 scale. Now they're going to be a little bigger because these are the 10, 11 foot tall, 12 foot tall Predators. They're going to be towering over humans. Here is a Mando. If I can get him to stand. That's how he compares. If you want to put the Mandalorian up against a Predator. Here he is with a Shadow Trooper. And if you're interested, if you want to take the 1/18 scale Halo Infinite series, this go pretty well together. They can go one-on-one. And here is actually that K2SO. Kind of scouts pretty nice with him. Yeah, looks good. All right. So basically that's what you pretty much have to do with your new Predator figures if you do decide to buy these. I found this on Amazon. It's the only place that actually currently has them as of this video. All the other online retailers are pre-order sold out or pre-ordered. I think the Tracker one is the Berserker Tracker and Falconer. The Tracker one's kind of like the one that's hard to come by. I will be doing reviews of those in the future here soon. And take a look at those. But here is one last look at this figure. They're $19.99 on Amazon. I see them fluctuate from $19.99 to $24.99. So, but the lower end of these are going to be $19.99. And obviously, if you hit eBay, you're going to pay, God knows what you're going to pay for them. But I highly recommend them if you have the patience, if you're a Predator fan, especially if you want a 1/18 scale Predators to fight your Joes or whatever your universe requires. But they just take a little extra care, and I recommend for adult collectors because anybody that's not going to survive kid plays, heavy play, even with heating the joints, I just think you have to be careful with them. They are going to be a fragile figure. So I want to wish you guys happy hunting. If you're looking for these, if you like this video and it helped you out, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.